Hello and welcome to the Warhammer Lady. I know my updates have been a little low, real life getting in the way and stuff. However, let's get back on track. If you have not seen them, shame on you. If you have seen them, Daemons! Yes! Saturday for me! It's gonna be so good. I've already pre-ordered lots of stuff. I'm gonna go down to my local Games Workshop store. It's not very local, but still. So it's gonna be great. I thought I'd give you a heads up in this video log about how I feel about the new Daemons. I'm not gonna give you a this is what I hope will change, because if I did, I'd most likely be disappointed. For example, I would like them to write in the codex, all of the demon players in the world, except for Sarah, their demons will scatter. I'm fairly certain that's not gonna happen, so as I said, disappointed. But let's get on with it. Let's start out with the heralds. Herald of Khorne. Oh, this is a brilliant model. I think this is one of the best Khorne models I have seen, just because of the way that the mini is sculpted. He looks like he's about to charge into battle. He's gonna kill stuff and he has skulls hanging behind him. There's so much going on with that model, yet it's so simple. I think that's the best thing about the entire model. Herald of Nurgle. He's the opposite of Khorne, he just stands there, but that's okay because he's a plague bearer. He's supposed to be slow and purposeful, you know? Well, maybe not a plague bearer, but you get the point. And the best part about this mini is that he's standing there, holding out his arm, shouting, "Kill the opponents," you know? And he's completely unaware of the fact that his guts are hanging out, they're touching the floor and his arm is thrashed and he's about to fall to pieces, but he doesn't care because he's Nurgle and it's so good. I really love that Herald. Herald of Slaanesh. When I first saw it, I couldn't put my finger on it. I think that's the English expression for it anyway. But something was off with the model, which made me think it was me. But then I looked at it again, when all of the real pictures came out, not just the leaked ones. And I saw it on the fantasy part of Games Workshop. Homepage, and I was like, oh yeah, now it works. They had changed the colouring of the skin and the clothes. That's my ferret sounding in the background, and it looked way better. I love the stance of the model. It just looks so elegant, so to speak. So I really think that they've succeeded with all of the three heralds. I've ordered them all and I'm really looking forward to getting them. We also have chariots. Let's start off with Khorne. The flavor text is great. It's a mutated juggernaut ready to serve his masters in other ways than before possible. Minis? Because it's a kit that you can make into either a chariot or to a cannon, basically. I don't like them. I really don't. I think they look stupid. And I'm not going to go into all the things I really hate about them, unfortunately, because I do. I'm hoping, for their sake, that the models are terrific in-game, so that I will have to buy them anyway, because otherwise I won't. Moving on. For the Tzeentch chariot, either you can have a herald on top of it, or you can have a giant flamer. Let's start with the flamer. When I first saw it, I thought it was a fake photo. It looked kit-bashed, you know, a screamer, a flamer, and a little disc that the herald has. And lots of green stuff, probably flames, you know. Also, it looked like it was something that you could have done on your lunch break. First you kit-bash them and you'd use like, what, 70 different colours, and you make something horrendous. And I was so disappointed when I found out it was a real model. But when I saw it again, after the real release, when they had repainted the model so that the flames of the flamer were actually the same colour as the flamer itself, and that you could actually see the tiny blue horrors on the side because they were not just swallowed by all the amounts of colours on the previous picture. It looked way better. I kind of like it, actually. It looks good. It's not the best looking model I've ever seen, but it's good. The other part of that kit, the Herald of Tzeentch on a chariot. Oh my god, it looks so good. If that model sucks in game, if it's the worst possible, I will still buy it. I'm gonna paint it, I'm gonna put it on my shelf, and it will stand there and root for the rest of my army. But it looks so good. It is insane. They've captured this fluidity of the screamer and the movement of the chariot, you know, those tentacly things that are under the base of the chariot, more or less. It looks so good. And I'm going to say it again, good! The mask that the herald has, that bird mask. I like my old herald's mask. Now it's just standing in my shelf being all ashamed of itself because that mask is way better. So I ordered one of that as well as another one so I can make the flamer because it's a flamer, so I'm guessing it's going to be good. At least I hope so. Last but not least, the flies. When I first saw the flies, I was like, brilliant! Flies for Nurgle! It was so good. I wasn't all sold on the playbearers, but now that I've seen them, it looks really good. The fact that they're sitting on big flies with really hard carapaces, so hard that the playbearer's stomachs just split into two with their guts spilling out. It's brilliant. I've ordered those as well, because who wouldn't? I'm hoping they're as good in game as they look. It would be fun though. I was thinking about this like 2 days ago. If there weren't playbearers on top. If they were kind of like screamers, you know, on their own. But they would have drivers, you know, and it would be nerdlings. Nerdlings everywhere, you know, like dogs. When they put their head out through windows when driving a car, their tongues would go in the wind and their guts as well, because they have so much guts spilling out everywhere because they're nerdlings. And they would be hanging around, like hanging the trunks of the flies and hanging on harnesses, and when flying over opponents, you know. Instead of having like ordinary, say, D3 hits on your enemies, it would be boom, D3 nerdlings to your face. Oh, that would be good. Though I can't decide that, but it would be awesome. Anyways, I love the new minis, most of them anyway. I'm really excited. I've also ordered the Codex. Duh. And this time I won't be as slow as with the Dark Angels, because I'm going to be honest with you, I was pretty nervous about making those reviews. But now I'm used to it, and I have an old Codex to compare to as well. So I'll be trying to put out reviews as soon as possible. Perhaps even Saturday. We'll see. I've also ordered some Demonettes, actually, and some Juggernauts, because as far as my demons go, for now I have like one of each unit. And I've never tried Demonettes or Juggernauts, and to be fair, I'm kind of bored with the units that I already have, so I wanted to try something new. And for those of you who've missed it, demons are my primary army, so I want a really big one. Tomorrow, if we're just going to go with this is going to happen, I will be putting out my first part of the Dark Angels Tactica for Deathwing, and I know this because I'm going to do it right after this video, but it will be out tomorrow. And also Ravenwing, of course, probably the day after that. I'm not going to promise anything else, because the last time I promised stuff, it just doesn't happen. It's like a curse. So I'm going to try and work around that now. Other than that, look at the minis if you haven't. Again, shame on you. If you have, just go look at them again. And have a great day. Bye.